Well, the days of making videos on the popular app TikTok may soon be coming to an end. This morning, President Joe Biden signed a bill that could ban it. The new legislation gives the Chinese owners behind the app 9 months to sell it, or it will be banned nationwide. Joining me live in studio is legal analyst Barry Covert. Now, in just the last few days, the Senate passed it, so Congress has given their seal of approval. The president signed it.
With unbelievable speed.
Yeah, I mean, we don't hear that very often. How do you think this will proceed? What will the next step be?
A lot of litigation. So the earliest anything can happen is January 19th, that if TikTok or their parent company doesn't divest themselves by January 19th, or at least show that they've gone a long way in divesting themselves of TikTok, which could get them up to another 90 days after January 19th, then the earliest something can happen is January 19th. What we're not taking into account is there is going to be tremendous litigation. They've already promised it, TikTok has. The government, we're expecting it. The legislation was purposely written up to try to protect against litigation. Doesn't mean a lot of lawyers aren't going to be filing a lot of lawsuits.
So we've got a long way to go. So there'll be a lot of debate. So you're going to be able to use this app for a while.
Absolutely.
How can it work? I mean, eventually, could they ban it, and then could there be consequences if you continue to use it, or could that not be possible?
There could. So let's say that the litigation's done, we go to January 19th, the government gives them 3 more months, they don't do anything, they refuse to sell it because they don't want to give up the algorithm, and it gets shut down, and now it's illegal for any host providers to allow anyone to download it or to host any communications on TikTok. It could be wiped out. That's not going to happen. I mean, at some point, we're either going to have litigation that resolves this issue, or it's going to be sold because it's way too profitable to let that happen.
Right.
But a year from now, 2 years from now, it's a possibility.
Yeah. Now, on what basis? You said they were trying to write this legislation to keep them from being able to say that what they're doing isn't unconstitutional? Is that the grounds that the TikTok owners
national security concerns are the grounds that they claim to be using to say that TikTok has to be divested of its ownership because it's too close in communications with the Chinese government. Perhaps the Chinese government is getting information about U.S. 170 million users, or they're even helping the platform to help various political entities, whatever. So now the U.S. government's saying we have national security interests. And the litigation is going to be geared, if Congress has its way, towards whether or not we can regulate a foreign-owned entity, just like we're allowed to do for media companies, radio, TV stations. We can say, wait a minute, there's national security interests. We're not saying people can't use TikTok, and users in America can't use it and express their First Amendment views. What we're saying is that the ownership has to be someone that we trust is not going to try to use that against the U.S. national interest.
Could they open the door for another company to do a version of TikTok, maybe,
Absolutely.
to sort of undercut?
Everyone's already watching to see how much Facebook gets from this, how much Meta gets from this, X.
Right.
Everyone's waiting to see, hey, well, it's too bad it's happening to you, but wow, our numbers are going up.
Absolutely, yeah. It's fascinating, and we're going to continue to watch it. We appreciate your expertise. Thanks so much, Barry.
Thank you.